Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. This is Spirit Journey. Today is Friday, Friday the 6th, 2023, and it's about 4:17 a.m. in the morning. Yes, this is the first Friday in the new year. Wow, how exciting. Yeah, I forgot that it was, didn't initially realize it was Friday until I turned on my iPad and I see the date. That is Friday. Yes, happy Friday, happy Friday. Wow. Boy, I have a feeling this year is going to be a fast one also. I have a feeling that this year is going to be very detailed. What do you guys think? You think it's going to be a real busy year? I think so. And I think a lot of these things are going to be distractants. But yeah, I hope your day is going okay. Yep. Wish you all a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I want to talk about some dreams that I had. Oh, almost got yeah. Oh yeah, I gave the time. It's about 4:17 in the morning. Yeah, I hope I won't stay on too long. I want to talk about two dreams that I had. One dream that I had this morning, and the other one that I had could have been 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago. Um, I don't know why I'm so hesitant to discuss the dream, but I want to share the dream with you. It's very bizarre. Um, I think I have an idea what it could mean, but I want to just share with you guys. Oh, my face is itching. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I had two dreams. I want to give the first dream that I had a couple of days ago. I think it was either the first or the second or something that when I had the dream. Yeah, I think it was this year. Yeah, that my sense of time, it's like something could be, like it could have been just a day ago, but so many things are happening. You're exposed to many things mentally, and everything seems distant, like a long time ago, because so many things happen in between. Um, Let me see now. Okay, I'll give the first one, and I never had a dream like this. I think it's very symbolic, and so I want to share with you what your thoughts might be. Um, I had a dream about a camel. Now, yes, I did watch some videos earlier some days ago about going to Morocco, and Morocco, they do have camels there. Um, but other than that, um, I haven't thought about a camel. um, yeah, I live in New York City, and so, but either way, oh, what I could remember. Um, I was living at a different place. Yeah, I was back in my old childhood home, if I remember right. And I was in my very first room in that house. Um, and I remember being I was on top of a camel, and the camel had one hump. Yeah, as you know, some camels have two humps, but this one had one big hump. And as I was on, I kind of panicked, and I said to myself, "Oh, this camel doesn't have a saddle on it." And I'll have a hard time navigate, having the camel to go, to steer the camel. So I kind of slid off to the right side of the camel, and I landed on top of what looked like my bookcase. And I think the camel leaves the room, but I remember saying to myself, "Oh, I better go get that camel. That camel might leave the house. Um, it could get hit by a car." So we climbed down the bookcase, trying to get the camel. I know I was on the camel at least twice. Um, and I remember the other time on the camel, I had to get off also. There was some reason I had to get off the camel. I don't think I like outright fell right off the camel. But I remember at this other point in the dream, um, I was in my current home in the living room, and I remember uh, thinking it was something about the number. It was in the teens. It could have been 15 or 17 or 19, between those ranges. And either someone was saying, or I got information about the camel, that the camel is a bigger than average camel, that it stood really tall between those feet. And I was thinking to myself, wow, that's a big camel. If I get on top of that camel, my head, I think at this time I was on the top of the camel, on, sitting on top of the camel. And, it'd be too tall to walk with the camel, because my head would hit the ceiling. It'd be too big. Um, and then another part of the dream, I was in the old kitchen where I was raised in. Yes, good morning, viewer. Good morning, good morning. Just discussing a dream, a dream that I had a couple of days ago. I'm going to mention two dreams here. Yeah, welcome to the live stream. Um, so this time, I was in the kitchen, and I'm thinking, I said to myself, yeah, I felt very young. Yeah, I was a younger version of myself. That's what I took, because I was thinking about what my parents would think. Uh, I said, well, yeah, I did buy the camel, but it shouldn't be any big deal, But that's what I was thinking. And I was thinking, as if it was like a little cat or a hamster or something, it shouldn't be any big thing. So when I got, the camel, but I was like a little worried, what people might think. And that's basically what I remember of the dream. I felt very hesitant because I thought it was very bizarre. I did look up on the internet what the symbol of a camel meant, and it did say to dream about a camel, about a spiritual journey. Isn't that something? This channel name, this YouTube channel, is called Spirit Journey. So I thought that was interesting. And yes, there was at least two attempts on top of that camel. And each time, at least the first time that I remember, I panicked a little bit because I wasn't prepared. The camel wasn't ready, or I wasn't ready, because the saddlebag, it didn't have a saddle for me to ride on. And a saddle, I assume that saddle has like the reins, so the camel could go left, right, or stop, whatever, you know. But it was like whoa, I better get off of this. um, I'm wondering, yeah, because I know there was at least two attempts. Yes, many of you know that I had made arrangements for me to move overseas. I was to move to Africa. I still would love to move to Africa. I was to go to Rwanda. And just before I was to buy tickets, at least for my dogs first, I want my little dogs to be situated first to buy their tickets first. And once I know they're settled, then I was going to purchase my tickets. I had learned some information that would have been a disaster for me to go, something very important. And I was very, very upset about the information. And about a month later, I said, well, I don't want that to hinder me. I mean, I've come this far. And when I try to find a way around it, I went to my financial institution, try to see about certain matters, and it just, the answer was, don't even try it, in a nutshell. It would be, prove a financial disaster. So, that it was at least twice, two attempts of my trying to arrange my trip to move abroad. So I'm wondering with the camel, because it was twice that I went on the camel, I remember. Uh, so I'm wondering whether, if that's the significance, then uh, why would I say to myself in the dream, oh, it's just a camel? Because sometimes when you're dreaming, you're thinking about something as you're dreaming. And, it's like sub thoughts on a matter. And so I'm thinking, well, I did buy the camel. I felt awkward. I said, oh, sure, could I hide the camel, Yeah, because I was back in my childhood home. Yeah, as I'm thinking out loud right now, I'm thinking, hey, yeah, would my parents notice if I got the house? I mean, got the camel. That I'm thinking, would my family know about my moving? That's what I'm thinking right now. Wow, maybe that's what it means. The camel's about a journey, uh, and I purchased the camel, uh, and it should make it be a big thing. But I was younger. I mean, in the dream, I was supposed to be a youngster, a young person, maybe my teens. I feel like my teens or 20s. Yeah. So that was the first dream. Yeah, I wanted to get it down, the dream, since it's early in the year. And the dream I just had today, January 6th, um, also, it involved a transportation. I was back at my childhood home, and I was in the room that we watch television in, and I saw someone from my family running outside happily because a car was pulling up the side of the house by our driveway, and they were really happy, and they were in their robe. It was like I think a light blue color, those terry cloth, and they were really happy running to, I think it looked like a taxi initially. And when I looked outside, I see the car pulling up to near the driveway, and the person in question jumped on top of the vehicle. And oh, but before they jumped on, I saw that there was someone in the back seat, and they were looking out the back seat. Uh, they had a very round face, and their cheeks looked like something round on top of it. It looked almost, it looked very, remind me like a drawing of something of a cartoon type of character. They were a brown color, um, like my color, or maybe a little lighter. And I said, "Oh, that must be this person's mother-in-law." They were smiling, but it wasn't really them. Like a lot of times in my dreams, people might appear and they're supposed to be a particular person, but in actuality, it's not really them. Like I think with some dreams that I have, they uh, when I'm in a dream state, I mean, I'm dreaming, but it's in a lower field, a lower dimensional field of beings I know it sounds very bizarre, but sometimes in dreams that a person, an individual might appear, but they don't really look like it. Something different about the person. It's not really them, but they want to pretend to be someone that you know. So energetically, you feel like it's that person, but it's not. They're able to make you send out uh, the feeling that it's somebody, even though physically it doesn't look like them. Um, but I initially thought, oh, it must be that person's mother-in-law. And the person that ran out of the house and they jumped on top of the hood of the vehicle. It was a small vehicle. Um, and then they opened the door because they wanted, greet the person. But what jumps out, like what was in the door, the inside of the door, like a little compartment, and my little Shih Tzu jumps out, and she had long hair. Yeah, I used to have my Shih Tzu with long hair, but it's kept shorter now. But it was when she had that long hair, flowing hair, um, and she wasn't moving anything, but I just saw her. She was standing, her head's down, but she's not like moving. But I recognized her as my dog. And then I saw, let's see, um, oh, what happened? Oh, I think the vehicle, yeah, oftentimes in my dreams, like something might morph into something else. The car, I think, turned into a bike, something like that. Um, and the next thing I know, I'm back in I'm sitting down in that family room, and I'm with, I think, one or two other family members. The room is empty, like there was some furniture on the peripheral of the room, and I was saying, yeah, it seemed like a bigger room than usual. It's slightly bigger than real life. And I said out loud, I said, if I had this house, if I had um, if I could get this done, I would redo this whole room. And I remember I was stressing, I would get solid wood floors for this room. Yeah, the room had floor damage, and then I started thinking. I was looking at the whole room and the possibilities, what could be done in the room. Because in essence, it's a beautiful room. What could be done to the potential of that room. And I was thinking, I would get this fancy I was thinking about this very regal type furniture, like made out of velvet, um, like light, a light frame um, of the furniture and its velvet seating. Uh, I was thinking blue, a nice deep blue, and then I was also looking at the walls. I said, wow, because the walls were bare. I don't think the walls was a bare color. And I said, wow, I would do this room, hey, how about I was thinking about a nice, deep, rich blue color. That's what I was thinking. And then I woke up. Then I woke up. Um, yeah, those are the two dreams. I'm concerned about the person who ran after the car. Yeah, because see, the person thought, I think the person, like, oh, I'm watching the person run outside in their bathrobe because they're so excited. And um, I think it was their boyfriend at the time. And but when I looked out the window, it was a woman's face. And I said, oh, that must be the her future mother. I'm thinking, oh, mother-in-law. Yeah. Um, so I wonder what that means. So, yeah, I don't know what it means really. The person um, had actually passed away in real life. Um, but the person that was, the person that they were trying to look like had actually passed away. And then I saw my little Shih Tzu, very quiet. A taxi or car is about to travel. Um, yeah, the person running for the dream, they were young, um, in the younger days there. Sometimes I can have dreams, and the dreams are at a time when I was, I was supposed to be younger, your teen years, your early years. Uh, both dreams, yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Both dreams have, it's about a vehicle, travel. The first dream is about me traveling on the camel, and the second dream is someone else arriving at the front door, at the side door. So those are the parallels of, the things that are contrasting about the dreams. One going away, one arriving. What's arriving? Boy, interesting. Yeah, the fact that the vehicle, the car, I think turned into a bike. Looked like a bike. Yeah, a lot of times things morph and change from one thing to another. People could morph into somebody else, but that's big. Yeah. What do you think it means? Yeah, the person in real life, um, they did have a bike growing up, and actually they did get in a car accident with when they were on the bike. Um, yeah, and my dog, I hope it's yeah, the person was just very excited about the car and everything. Who was in the car? So maybe it's an expectancy. They're expecting somebody to arrive. Uh, but it was this other person, their their mother-in-law. But again, it wasn't really their mother. It had a mischievous face. I remember. It's like look, like it was looking out the back window. Had a mischievous face. Hey, yeah. Hey, Yakov. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I'm just. I had a dream. There's a um, mention about a dream that I had this morning, and I'm not sure what it means. Yeah, two. I had two dreams. One dream earlier in the year, maybe 4 days ago, and then this one about the vehicle coming to the house I used to live in as a child. And someone, a family member, went to greet somebody, and I think they thought it was their then boyfriend, but it was their future mother-in-law. Yeah, so I'm not sure. And then when the person came to open the door, and the car morphed into something else. It looked like a bike, but before it turned into a bike, my little dog, my Shih Tzu, jumped out of the compartment that was inside the door. It had long hair. It just stood there. I don't know what that means with my little Shih Tzu. Yeah, I'm very protective over my Shih. Oh, wow, it's just coming to me. I'm very protective over my Shih Tzu because she had near accidents. You know, she had yeah, she had back surgery. She almost choked on something. Um, so I feel very protective over her. Um, I wonder. Boy, my mind is thinking now. See, yeah, that the dog wasn't the dream. So I'm wondering, is it a warning about travel with this person? Yeah, because the car did turn into a bike, and that particular member of the family was in an accident before. Yeah, yeah, not sure. Yeah, I wonder if it's a warning. Yeah, and the person that wow, it's just coming to me. Yeah, the person that was in the car, in the back seat of the car, supposed to have been. I assume it was this person, and the person has since, transitioned many years, many years ago. Huh. Something arriving. Oh wow, my mind is really going right now. Yeah, see, it was in the house that I grew up in. I wonder, is it a warning? A warning that something is going to arrive at your at your side door. Um, yeah, because it had different elements. The dream, different elements of something that did happen a long time ago. There was an accident a long time ago. Um, my dog was in the dream. Looked like it might my little Shih Tzu, who was in near. Wow, yeah, both people, my dog and that person, were in near accidents, and they came to the side door of the house, and then the house, the room that I was in, Yakov. I said, I want to redo this house, this room, and I wanted it to look regal. I said, this is a nice room, has a lot of potential, and I was thinking this regal furniture, and to do like I think a royal blue. I think it's called royal blue, and do the walls in this royal blue color. Yeah, I thought I had a lot of potential for that room. I said, yeah, let's do that really nice. Okay, Yakov is saying, Yakov asks, dream about dog in a car is a metaphor for something is about to be completed in your life. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, something. Yeah, she was just my little girl dog was just standing there. And again, I don't keep my dog's hair long like that. Her hair is relatively short in comparison. But this one was, uh, I used to keep her hair long maybe 7 years ago. Yeah, I think I gave her first really short haircut 5 years ago. Yeah, something like that 5 years ago. But prior to that, it was long. Yeah, so each time it was something that was not of the present. Again, it was in my childhood home. Uh, Someone in the past, it was their younger days, and She's running for someone she thought was in the car. The person that she thought, I assume she thought it was the person's boyfriend, you know, but it was actually the mother-in-law, you know, who would soon be the mother-in-law. Let me see here. Yakov says, you will be victorious despite the negativity surrounding you in your life. Perhaps you are struggling to find answers to some fundamental question, or you are seeking the truth to something. Your dream status is, no, I'm sorry, your dream states solace, security, and peace of mind. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I need peace of mind. Yeah, it was just yeah, I felt kind of awkward sharing the dream um, because it was just very bizarre. But it seems like with dreams, the more you start pondering upon it, um, I see this. I see the dream has symbolism in it. Something is arrive. So I guess maybe because it was someone who was arriving. Someone was arriving, and it was they were happy to see that person. Um, and then my Shih Tzu there. Yeah, it had like a, yeah, she seemed quiet, very, very quiet. Yeah, Yakov, I'm not sure what time you came to the live stream, but I had the dream a couple of days ago about a camel. I bought a camel. Yeah, I was younger. I was supposed to have been younger in the dream. And the camel, yeah, I was back in the old house where I was raised in. And it was a one hump camel. And when I got on the camel, I soon had to get off right away because I see that there's no saddle on the camel. And I wouldn't be able to steer the camel correctly. So I slid off on the right side of the camel and I landed on top of this tall dresser in my room. Okay, I came in about 30. Oh, okay, so you might have, okay. So you might have gotten the tail end of the dream. Yeah. Yeah, the camel, um, yeah, after I got off the camel the first time. Oh, okay, you heard it. What do you think the camel means? Yeah, because it was twice that I had to get off the camel for some reason. The first reason because it didn't have a saddlebag. Oh, okay, you're searching, yeah. But the first time I got on the camel, it was a saddlebag, I mean, the saddle issue. It didn't have a saddle on it, and I was just going to ride it, you know, raw, you know, bareback. And I didn't want that. And then the second time, I don't remember exactly, but they mentioned that the camel was a bigger camel. It was taller than a large grade camel, meaning that with camels there's different grades of camels, and this was a higher grade. And I said, wow, this might be too big for me. Something about it was in the, either 15 feet or 17 or 18 feet tall. I said, man, that sounds high. I said, my head would hit the ceiling if I try to ride it. Yeah, it very, very bizarre. Yeah, I felt very, I felt embarrassed about the dream because of the camel. Yeah, okay. Yaka says, a dream about a camel symbolizes your ability to navigate and endure the harsh drive. Wow. Periods of life. This is a message reminding you of your inner strength, resilience, resourceful, resourcefulness, and ability to persist through tough times. Wow. Wow, I like that. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. That is something. Yeah, I wanted to be careful. Like, I was concerned about almost forgot what the dream. Yeah, almost forgot the last part of the dream about the camel. I did get run. I did get the camel because remember the camel ran or was I was concerned that when the camel left the room, it would go into traffic or something like that. And I wanted to protect the camel. I did arrive at the um, to the camel, and I looked I looked up at the camel. It looked a little hazy in color. Sometimes in my dreams, the what I'm looking at might be a little blur or hazy. But I reached up both my hands and I was petting the camel with the backside of my hands. I think both of my hands reached up to the camel, and I was stroking the camel's face with the backside of my hand. Yeah, and then I woke up. Yeah, the camel was looking at me, and I think it was a male. When I looked at the camel, it looked like a male camel. To me, it just seemed it had a male energy about the face. Yeah, it was a tall camel. Yeah. Yeah, both dreams are really something. Um, Very symbolic, I felt the dream. Um, yeah, both. I think I'm more concerned about the dream about the car and someone jumping on top of the car. Yeah, they jumped on top of the car because they were so excited because someone that they liked was to be in the car. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you dream of a camel and your major concern is your love, your love life, it it could be a sign that you are feeling weighed down emotionally. Yeah, it's a wild dream. The dream with the camel. Um, I had concern about. It's like everything about the dream with the camel. I was concerned about a safety issue. Not having a saddle meant it'd be a rough ride. It wouldn't be at ease, and it could be difficult. And I wanted to prevent that difficulty. Um, and then when the camel left the room, I was concerned that the camel might get hit by a car, get hit in traffic. And then I was petting the camel at the very end of the dream. Um, yeah, I was concerned about yeah, I was concerned about the camel, um, but also concerned about me as well because it was a bigger camel. So it's like I wanted. Wow, I'm seeing a correlation between the camel and the dream with the car in the house. Yeah, the camel was the top of the line camels. It was a bigger camel than that. Yeah, because I remember hearing that it was taller than most camels. So yeah, and I had purchased it, and I was supposed to be a kid in the dream. Oh, the kid. Yeah. Oh, I should say like I felt like I was a teenager or early 20s. Yeah, I was uh, in the dream, still living at home with my parents. I was concerned what my parents would think. So I'm wondering whether I'm um, concerned that, like, because again, I was actually going to move and concerned what others might think. Yeah. Um, Boy. Yeah. And then with the dream with the car and the person that I know uh, running after the car. They wanted to greet the person when they came out the car. They were really happy and bouncy, bouncy. Uh, I wanted to, I said, I could redo this house, really make it look uh, like a palace. The room, it to me, it looked like a very, like, the room had so much potential. I said, I really want to redo this room to a real regal status, and I wanted to use, I think it would be called royal blue. Yeah, I had big dreams for that room. Yeah, the room was very, very bare, very bland, and it needed repair. I said, I know I can do a good job in this room. Yeah. So that's, yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. So that's what the two dreams were. And I just I felt I needed to share it with someone. Because I wanted some feedback. I was concerned about the first dream, about I'm sorry, the second dream with the car and the family member running after to greet the people, the person that they thought was in the car. Uh, yeah, that one worries me the most because it had my little dog, and I'm very protective over my dog. Very protective. Yeah, then I want to upgrade the room. Yeah, something is maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm hesitant about I have desires to improve something foundational. Yeah, because that's like the family room. And then here the dog, my current dog, and she had the long hair. Yeah, so she was younger, even in the dream. Um, yeah, I didn't feel like that there was any danger per se, but the car didn't morph into a bicycle, and the person in the past was in a in an accident with with a bike. So I don't know. I really don't know what it means. And the person that was actually in the car was supposed to be someone that in real life did transition, but it really wasn't them. Yeah, I might have a dream about someone, and they are supposed to be playing the part of someone that I might know, but it's not really them. So yeah, they had a like a mischievous smile on their face. It was just, I don't know, just kind of, actually maybe not like a playful, like a almost childlike, like na 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 type of, you can't catch me type of look. Yeah, yeah, they had a very round face. For me, round faces represent children. Which is a good thing. I like children. Uh, and they had very pronounced round cheeks. So that was it. It was really weird. Really, really weird. I hope this year. Yeah, I want to play it. I want to do it right this year. Yeah, yeah. I feel this year for everybody that we have to be careful. I don't want to, like, I mean, I want to enjoy my life, but I don't want to be a hermit. I don't want to be locked inside a house. We just live this life, right? Um, well, actually, I believe that we have parallel lives. That's what I honestly believe. We have parallel lives. But yeah, I believe this year is going to be, um, it's going to have a lot of elements, people. That's what I sense. It's going to be a lot of elements. But I want to stay focused. I want to stay, yeah, there were three elements. I shared it earlier this year. There are three elements I want to work on myself: power, money, and knowledge. Power, money, and knowledge. Um, I I told myself I do not want to be afraid of either. So I have to come out that comfort zone and challenge, you know, when things, I guess when things get rough, to not be intimidated and to stand my ground with it. And that represents power, money. Uh, have any of you been taught that money was dirty and money is evil? Well, if you think those terms, you may not have money. you know, money is a tool, and so this year I would like to improve my financial status, to empower myself. Again, money is just a tool. I don't want to be like some people, money is a drug for them. Yes, and I know what it's like to be poor. Very, very, I know what it's like to not have enough money for food. I know what it's like. So, but I don't want it to be like, some people, like, I knew someone who had, I'm sorry, I knew someone who had money. I mean, the more money they made, the more um, extreme they got, and the more greedy they got. Yeah, and they died a very tragic death. And I don't want to be married to money. Um, it can be a drug, an addictive drug. I mean, money, it's nice to have. Believe me, I like to have money to buy things that I want. I'm not an extravagant person, but I do like nice things. If I get something, I want it to last. That's me. I'm very, very practical in my spending. Um, so yeah, I want to conquer. Yeah, I would like to improve my financial status. And then the other thing was knowledge. Any of you are afraid of knowledge? Yeah, I know that. I find myself, I have tons of books, and it's like I bought it to get the knowledge within those books. And I feel I'm not respecting knowledge enough by not reading them. If I'm reading it, I'm respecting the knowledge in it, in part, Um, so yeah, I don't want to just read it and not follow the good advice it might give. I need to more than just read. If I'm going to read it, I need to apply it to my life. That's what I mean. And sometimes we sell ourselves short and we don't follow what the knowledge is telling us. So I hope to break out of that. Oh, you lost the feed? Oh, okay. Yeah, then I see the number is still, yeah, I see that the number is still going on. Wow. So maybe the connection there. Yeah, I noticed that some people dropped out of the, the live stream. Okay, well, I hope you could still hear me. Could you hear me now? Are you back on? Yoko, you could just put a one for you. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, okay, great, great. Yeah, I was just saying, okay, thank you, Yakov. Yeah, yeah, I want to this year. Yeah, you're good, Yakov. Yeah, you're so reliable. Yeah, you're a good person, man. I like your style. Yeah, it's been a while. It's always good to see you back on. Um, yeah, so it's something. See, I'm not a big channel. I'm just a regular person, but it's the special people. See, that's what I do a lot. Why I keep on doing this live stream. Yeah, I know I come on early in the morning, but see, it's the early bird that catches the worm, right? It's the early bird. And as I get these insights or want to share a dream that I have, you know, oh wow, thank you for telling me that. Yeah, and I have my mouth. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Um, yeah, thank you for sharing that. I thought that sometimes that could be a problem. Yeah, I have my mouth. It's my mouth is right near the mic. Yeah. So I have to try to resolve that issue. That could be a big problem with why certain people might leave. The volume, yeah, I was told before the volume is kind of low. So, and I feel that I'm talking loud. Yeah, I can't talk too loud because I don't want to wake up the neighbors. Yeah. So the important thing is for me this year. Excuse me. The important thing for me this year is I want to I want to accomplish these three things. I want to overcome power, overcome money, and knowledge, the fear of it. I need to embrace those three elements more. That's what I like to do. Yeah, money, power, and knowledge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I do have yeah, it is by close to my mouth. Yeah. Oh, NPK, NPK. Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good. Money, power, and knowledge. Yeah, they're all connected. I think they're all connected with me. They're all intertwined to overcome, for me to overcome those elements in my life. Yeah. Um, if I overcome my financial situation, I would be at a better position so that when I am ready to leave, yeah, I would like, ideally, I would like to leave now, but it may not be the best for me. I may have to prolong it for one more year, or maybe just a half a year. It depends how crazy things get here. My concern is things are going to get very hectic here in the States. And when the poo-poo hits the fan, I yeah, when it hits the fan, I want to be out of here. Yeah. Yeah, I do not feel safe. I don't feel safe here in New York City. I believe they're going to be doing some things here. But whatever what it is, I have to use, I have to do things. I want to avoid being impulsive, you know? So that's one bad thing to do things out of an impulse because it could screw you. Oh, you heard about that too. Yakov, so you know it also, huh? Yes, I made I discussed before a couple of months back. Yeah, a couple of months back. I watched this program called Far Sight. Yeah, something about where yeah, something to that effect. Yeah, there's a program they do remote viewing, and they remote viewed. They have about four people remote viewing the same thing, and they announced that they saw disaster. Okay, and I see a map of the blast zone. Oh, interesting. I just saw your message there. You said that you saw a blast of of that zone. Interesting. You mean that you had a dream? Could you elaborate, Yakov? Do you mean that you had a dream, or you saw something with the something on the social media regarding um, a blast? Yeah. The Oh, okay. No, you said no. Okay. Yeah. I watched this program, and yeah, you have to get their really good stuff. You have to pay for your subscription. Online regarding the explosive strength of a. Okay, interesting. Yeah, yeah. The reason why I had wanted to leave in part, I always wanted to move. I always wanted to move, but I also saw, I was saying last year, these remote viewed DC, and that it was going to get hit major, a major destruction in DC. Oh, I- oh, that is funny. That is funny about the apple, burn out that worm in that rotten apple. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It burned out the, yeah, yeah. So I didn't want to be here if that's going to hit. If DC was going to hit, okay, y'all can say, when the time comes, it'll bring out my lawn chair and watch the flash, bang, boom, boom. You're funny. You're funny. You're funny. That is something. Yeah. Yeah, I believe something is going to happen in yes, I believe a strike is going to happen. And I didn't want to be here. I mean, I'm a woman with three little dogs. And did you know that I'm not allowed to bring my dogs on the bus? Like we have these, the Port Authority, it's a bus depot. And I went to bring my dog a couple of years ago. I wanted to travel with one of my dogs. And I had them in their little carrier. And no dogs, no pets allowed. Yeah, I'm not allowed uh, um, any of the buses there. Yeah, I'm not even sure whether, yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I try to do that too. Yeah, I'm not even sure if they even allow service dog. Oh, okay, service dog is not a pet. Yeah, I tried to do that a couple of years ago. Maybe I should retry. Yeah, oh brother, yeah, that was a whole thing in itself. Yeah, I tried to get my dogs as a service, or what do you call it, a comfort animal. Yeah, see, to be a service dog, then it has to be specially trained to do certain things. Yeah, let me, I should look, maybe I'll look into it again. But either way, at present, I'll be stuck here with my dogs because I can't escape here, um, and get out of the city. Let's say I want to go on the mainland, to Jersey or Connecticut. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I have to do, yeah, I have to find out how to get out of here. I'm serious. I am really serious here. When I wanted to take that little trip, and they said, and I had purchased my ticket, I was entering the bus at the Port Authority here, and they said, "Is that an animal in that?" I said, "Yeah." He said, you're not allowed with any, and no animals allowed. I said, I didn't know that. I just wanted to take a little trip. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Escape from New York. Yeah. If I have to leave on, let's say, an emergency, let's say it's a flood, you can't take the subway. Uh-uh. And yeah, the bus. I said, we're gonna. Funny, you are so funny with my husband dog. That is so funny. That's a good one. That is a yeah. But I have to think of a way how to get out of New York City if something happens. I have to find some transportation. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call 311. That's a with like an info line. Yeah. Oh, I'll call them and find out. Okay. Oh, that's the car or the camera your dream. Oh, thanks for wow. Okay, Yakov just said, "Hey, that's your car with a camel, to get out of New York." Wow. Yes, interesting. That's an interesting analogy. Yeah, I need transportation to get out of here. Literally, with yeah, if you have household, when you move, you have to move with things. You have to have your ID, cash, some snacks, water. You can't just move without your supply. Yeah. Um, wow. I'm just thinking. I mean, it's something to think about because what if there's a disaster or something major? You will have to be able to flee. And my dogs are not, you know, they're getting up there, and then we are all getting up there, in age, and you have to be able to travel. Yeah, so I think I'll call up 311 and find out what transportation I will be able to, something that I may not know about. Okay, Yakov is saying, only way, rent a truck. Okay, but trucks are stuff on ID large. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I don't really drive. I haven't driven in a couple of years. I don't like driving. Yeah, I'm an anxious driver. Maybe that could be a goal also. I mean, I took lessons, refresher courses a couple of years ago. I do not want to drive here in New York City. I don't like New York City driving. They're crazy here. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll call information and find out what transportation people with pets could take, because the Port Authority, they do not allow pets, even if they're in their, um, in a, what do you call it, their carrier. Yeah. I'm forced to have real ID on my license or I can't fly. Oh, really? Oh, that's right, Yakov. That's right. I heard about certain ID. Yeah, I heard about that. This chip or something. Yeah, they really are cramping down on people. It's like they gotta know where you are. Why do they need to know anything? It's like they're creating a problem. These people are creating a problem that didn't exist. We are who we are. We don't need to be tracked. Okay, Yakov is saying, what if you take take a test outside of the city and then make arrangements to travel with your pets. Oh, I see. What if you take a taxi outside of the city, then make arrangements to travel with your pets? I don't want to do it. It's taking away from my right to free travel. Okay. Yes, taking away your free travel. That is an idea. That is an idea. Traveling with the yeah. And I did remember. Does does New Jersey have the same pet restriction? That's a good question. That is a that is a good question. Um, wow, that's good to know. See, the Port Authority. I mean, there are buses that go to New Jersey, but they just said you can't. No pets allowed. I should just go there and ask them again. Or Connecticut. Very good question. I have to, you know, I'm glad that I talked to you guys about this dream because see I see that I need knowledge. Okay, the trouble is you can't get past pets. Yeah, pet security, pet security. You know, I should go take a visit um, to that place, to the Port Authority, and find out what they might know other transportation. Yeah, I have to find that out. I'm so glad that I mentioned about this because see, I have to resolve these issues because I don't want to be stranded. Yeah, I'll either go to the, Port Authority or some of those places and find out the rules and regulations. Yeah, I'm not going to leave my pets behind. No, I can't do that. I won't do that. No, these are my babies. They're here with me. They're right in bed with me right now. All three of them. You know. Um, yeah, because I heard about with the what was that place? I think it was Louisiana. Yeah, this lady talked about her time in Louisiana. She was for rescue, and yeah, they killed a lot of the animals. Yeah, she was brought to the scene to help out. She wasn't from Louisiana, but she was like to help out, and they were getting some of the people left their pets in the house, and they would later get the dogs. That was their plan. Well, let me tell you, the people who set up what the procedures, what to do, they killed the dogs. These were healthy animals, and they gathered them up and they killed them because I because it was too much of a liability. They didn't want to feed the animals. So no way will I'm letting people know this. Yeah, it's a YouTuber, really really nice lady. She gives a lot of good information about your rights. She's not a lawyer. She's not a lawyer, but she um, studies law. Okay, Yakov is saying here, here pet stealing is big. Oh, pet stealing. Yeah, they killed the animals though. It was Louisiana. Yeah, she was a witness. She went there to help out for relief, and they gathered all the animals. They made them think like she thought she was helping. She was helping get the dogs out of the house to save the animals, and they rounded them up to kill them. Yeah, they didn't talk about that. They never talk about that. So some people thought their dog might have died in an act. No, they got them out of the house, and she thought she was helping because she's into saving life and everything. You had good people with good intentions, but the powers said no, we're going to kill them. Okay, y'all got to. These dogs came from so-called black family. Yeah, I don't know. There were all types of. Yeah, she was helping on all different homes. Yeah, she did not specify. But I got the impression that it was just everywhere. It wasn't. Yeah, I got the impression it was just because a big part a lot of fancy homes got flooded. They were just taking any stray animals. They heard something barking. Yeah, yeah, she did a video on it. Yeah, her name is Peggy. Oh, I forget. Healthy. I think it's called Healthy American Peggy or something with Healthy American. She's like she was a teacher or something like that, and she studies law. She's not a lawyer, but she knows about law, and she shared her experience. She almost had a nervous breakdown after. Yeah, she was younger. Yeah, this was almost 20. What's it? About 17 years ago, 18 years ago. Yeah, she was a younger person. Yeah, she was devastated. She said it nearly almost destroyed her mentally. Yeah, the incident was that traumatic for her. So that's something I got to do. So for knowledge, because I'm not supposed to be afraid of knowledge, power, or money. So I'll get the knowledge today, what I can do in case of emergency for my dog, so I can travel out of New York City. Yeah. Now I could go on the train, the public train, and have my dogs in their carriers. Yes, I can do that. But I can if I have to get out of the city, you know, out of New York. Let's see. Make much, make some merch on that name. Oh, you're funny. NPK. Oh, yay. Hey, that's funny. Oh, wow. Hey, and that's a thought there. Yeah, money, power, and knowledge. Yeah, very good, very good. You are so funny. How you doing? How you doing there? It's been a while. Yeah, I forget what state you're from. What state are you from, Yakov? Yeah, I have some really good. Oh, not good? Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope everything gets better. Okay. Okay, thank you for telling me that. Yeah. Well, I hope, yeah, because it's been a while, but I really hope everything gets better for you. Yeah, I have some fantastic viewers, and you guys make my getting up early in the morning worth it, you know? Some of you guys are very unique. Yes, I have a very unique audience. Oh, I hear the birds chirping right now. They're starting to chirp. Wow. Yeah, you guys are very, very good to me. Okay, I see no difference in December and and now January. Same old, same old. Okay. That's an interesting approach too. If you keep everything level, because some people they get real up or they get really down, and that can be dangerous. So if keeping everything even, that's a good approach too. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. That's been on my channel for a couple of years now. You make it very exciting. And it's the early bird that catches the worm. And you guys are worth getting up to do these videos. Yeah. Each one teach one, and you guys teach me also. Yeah. So with that last note, um, I'm going to be getting ready, get myself up, and I'll seek get knowledge today. The early bird, he gets the mouse. You get the mouse. Yeah, funny, funny, funny. Yeah, you get the mouse. Yeah. Owls. Owls. That's it. But it was about an owl. I got it. Funny. Yeah, the owl gets yes, yes, the owls are there. So I will be trying to get knowledge today. Yes, they are. Super bird, yeah. Yeah, I saw a big bird a couple of days ago. Yes. It was, I think, just before New Year's. Yeah, there was a bird of prey. Yeah, there are birds of prey in Central Park. Yeah, it could have actually been an owl because they had like a chubbiness. Yeah, it was looking at my dogs for a meal. So I put my dogs back in the stroller. You bet I did. Yep. Yeah, I think it was just before New Year's. So yeah, so I want to be mosey on down. I want to acquire knowledge. I have to get knowledge today regarding my dogs if I need to travel with them in a case of emergency. Okay, I'm going to read this last message. I'm going to go. Okay. Yaka says, I've seen a thunderbird when I lived in the Poconos. It was 6 feet high and ripped a deer carcass apart. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, wow. Yeah, they could fight. Yeah. They were looking at my bird, my little dogs for a meal. Yep. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you, Yakov, and everybody else out there. I'll keep you guys posted on my little dogs and travel. Thanks again for your interpretation of the dream. Yeah. Peace, love, and joy, money, power, and knowledge. Take care. Bye bye.